So in 1985, I was a mod, I was a DJ, I was very involved in the scene. I had an Olympus trip, I took loads of pictures. And I decided one Sunday with a friend of mine, Karen Malcolm, who was a real photographer, not like me, that we'd go out and take pictures of us. Like, I don't know, maybe 20 of us. So we walked around, had pictures taken at the marquee, had pictures taken various, walking through the market, there's a picture of my wife walking through the market. And this picture's been used on album covers and lots of things. So I think what happened was, because I'm in it, I think we've all just stood there where Paul Raymond was. Was it there or was it there? And I must have gone to Karen, here, get a picture of me in, and then this picture's been used, as I say, on album covers all over the place. And then somebody said, while they put this up, they've done a thing on the history of Soho, a montage, and it was here.
So that's you, is it?
That is me. That's my wife, that's my friend Matty, that's Jolie, that's Greg Borman, John Atkinson. It's actually the wrong way round, it's quite bizarre. Dave Edwards, Tony Chandler, Dave D, Tony Shopman. There you go. Jim actually went on to become quite a big house DJ with Carl Cox a lot in the late 90s, early 2000s. So, yeah, I'm quite proud to have this with the rest of this Soho heritage.
Yeah, it's ironic actually that they put your photo on a bit of scaffolding board as they're completely demolishing the area.
I hadn't thought of it like that actually, but no, you're absolutely right, yes.
We're collecting signatures to ask the government to change the date for banning single-use plastic.
Okay, so what got you into this campaign?
I guess I'm a bit of an environmental fairy and I love the planet and just seeing the damage that plastic is doing and how hard it is to avoid buying plastic. And so I just felt really helpless and I decided to start a petition so that I felt like I was doing something instead of feeling helpless. So it's also to make people feel like they're not helpless, they're not powerless. I believe we are strong and I believe together we rise. So yeah, so it's just a way to make myself feel more positive about being in the world, I guess. I mean, the government have said they'll ban it by 2042. So we're saying bring the date forward to 2020 because it's like all the other countries are jumping on and doing something about it, and the UK government doesn't seem to give a flying rat's about anything environmental at all.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to buy some fire rope from Arthur Beale's.
What is fire rope?
It's to put around a fire so that so you don't die over.
Oh, I
like
see.
a wood burning stove. I live on a boat, so it's the only source of heating, and it's gone. It went last night and set all the alarms off. So yeah, it's a terrible boat. People like stall on the pontoon and literally go, "Is that your boat?" And I go, "Yeah." And they go, "Is it all right?" And it looks like you're going to get murdered on it. It's like it's terrible. It does. It looks awful. It's good inside, but yeah, the outside looks like slum.
How did you find yourself living on a boat?
Because it's £600 a month. And I'm barely here. I'm a prop maker for television, so I go all I just go everywhere.
Can I ask how you got into the prop building? Is that a passion?
I know. I was a roadie for 10 years, and then made my way up to tour manager. And I just had a really good night, and I thought I'm not really going to top this, so I might as well quit. And it was the last night of the tour, and we were in LA, and it was just like a real good full stop.
Who are you touring with?
Oh, small bands, a band called Swerve Driver. They were on Creation Records. They're not to be confused with Screwdriver, who are a fascist band who my mum used to tell everybody I toured with, which is really annoying.
Do you keep in touch with those people now?
I see her quite a lot, usually over breakfast. I speak to him on social media. I see him at christenings and various things. Yeah, I mean, I went to his 50th 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Dave I see regularly. I see him, every couple of months. So yeah, old 80s mods, 35 years on, still in touch. It's quite bizarre.
How much do you feel that being a mod defined who you are now?
But the thing was back then, it's a funny thing because in 1985, nobody dressed like this. Nobody wore tailor-made suits necessarily. Maybe people in the city did, but it was very much the casual era, so it was very much Fia tracksuits, floppy hair, etc. So we kind of stood out, and I do remember wasn't this road, it was the next road on my scooter, probably about 1983, 84, and I was down by the market, which I think is the next road along, and just sitting in traffic on my Vespa 100, and a guy came along with a lump of wood and hit me over the back of the head. And he said, "Are you a mod?" I went, "No, I'm a coward." And he went, "If you were, I'd have to put this in your face." This is at midday on a Thursday afternoon. That was the kind of hatred we had towards us. So Yeah, I mean, it's taught me how to run fast.
Why was there that hatred?
I've never understood that. Never understood why there was this huge hatred of mods. I don't know. A lot of people perceived that we were right wing, which I think they got confused with skinheads, which again weren't all right wing. I don't know. It was just this throwback, kickback against mods back in those days, and I've got never understood why.
I've come to London for work, and then I'm going home and then going out, and that's about it.
What's work?
I did a shoot today, like midday.
Do you model?
Yeah, in London.
Do you live in London?
No, I live in Bath.
Do you like living in Bath?
Not really, like, it's nice, yeah, but it's boring as fuck. Like, it's so boring. Like, there's nothing really to do, there's not many people my age, not many places to go out, but it's what it is, isn't it? I want to move to London, but it's so expensive.
What makes you unhappy?
Really nerdy in the face.
Probably other people. Like, it's never anything like. It's always to do. Whenever I'm unhappy, it's always to do with other people and what they do, what they say, what they judge you for. It's never anything like. I don't know. It's always related to people. But, yeah.
Do you feel quite susceptible then to other people's opinions?
I used to be, but like, I don't really give a shit anymore. Like, it's what it is. Like, if someone likes something, someone else doesn't, it's just what it's gonna be. I don't really care anymore. Like, it's a good thing to think about. Like, I think.
So did you have a knack for making things?
I'm dyslexic, so I've got a really good visual eye, whereas I can barely write.
When you sort of first realised you were dyslexic, I presume that would have felt as an inhibition at the time, but then...
Well, I'm quite old, so it was like you were put in things called remedial classes. So there was no, like, messing around. You were stupid, you know. So it was very much you were looked down upon. I remember somebody gave me a copy of The Catcher in the Rye, and I went in and said to the teacher, we should all read this. It's really relevant. It's fantastic at our age. We were like 14. And he said, these couldn't read that. Like, you know what I mean? It was like, it was that sort of like really dismissive. It was really weird.
Did that have an effect, do you think?
Well, if you're told you're stupid long enough, it does, yeah. Because you come out and you don't really think. But then again, you go, like, we went to the careers. We had a careers advisor when I remember I didn't go to him, and my head of year came along and said, why haven't you gone to the careers advisor? And I said, well, I don't really know what I want to do. I'm 14. I don't, you know. So anyway, going to see this guy, and I really liked animals. So I said to him, you know, what animals, right? I'd like to work with animals. And he went, oh, you can get that idea out yet. You're either going down the pit or you're going in the army. And that was it. It wasn't even like I'd said, oh, I'd like to work with animals in Africa, or, you know what I mean? It's amazing.
Why?
Because I don't know. I think that's what the line was then.
Yeah.
Because this was like the early 80s kind of thing. So they were the sort of two kind of major options in the town, I guess.
Mining or army?
Going in the army, yeah.
Are you glad you didn't go down those routes?
Oh, God, yeah. Although, if I'd have done the mining thing, it would have only lasted about 5 years and I would have ended up with a terrific pension. Like, amazing. I know somebody that did it and it's, oh, God, he's got a new car again. So, yeah.
Everything was about trying to look different. So I bought some material and had some trousers made in a tailor in Islington. I found this tailor and I didn't think anyone else would ever go there. So I wore these trousers. I DJ'd at a club in London Bridge in 1985 called The Biz. Didn't really like it, but I used to DJ there. And I turned up and the other DJ, John Bassett, had the same pair of trousers on. So I just threw mine away. Because it was like, what's the point of having the same trousers? Because they were quite check and outstanding, but that's how much it meant to us.
What do you think of the
I think
fashions these days?
I'm a 53-year-old man. I don't look like I did in 1985 because I don't, you know. But you know, I still don't leave the house without brushing my hair. Well, I've got of it, or making sure my hat matches my jacket. I find it very strange. I've just walked past a shop there, and where I just bumped into you. I've got no idea what's going on. Why are 100 people queuing outside a fancy dress shop?
Oh, Halloween.
Yeah, but didn't they know it was Halloween last week? I mean, it's usually the same day every year.
What makes you unhappy?
Oh, my depression makes me unhappy. I wish I could get rid of that. I wish I could like step out of it. Like, you know, that's my toughest thing.
When did that come into your life?
It's always been there, really. Yeah. So it's my mum had it. I just think it's one of those things. It's why I didn't have children. I don't want to pass it on. You know, it's not a great thing.
Do you think it came from any particular experience?
A lot of it's to do with my dad. I was a constant disappointment to him, and he used to beat me a lot, lock me in cupboards and stuff like that. That's why I ran away. But it was, that coupled with my mum's thing, it was a bit like, oh God, you know, it was a bit overwhelming. So, yeah, but I sort of carved an all right life out, and I quite like myself and stuff. I just have to watch that I don't drink too much and take too many drugs. You know what I mean? Because then it's sort of. Yeah.
The demons.
Yeah, the demons, exactly, yeah.
There's so many different things that are wrong and that we need to change. But, you know, if people grab something that they're passionate about and help to raise awareness on that, I think every little bit helps, because you can't do everything. You can't do something about everything. But I think, you know, when we change our mindset and we change our habits, it does affect the whole. I believe it does affect the whole. And I do think we are waking up. So, you know, in a way, I guess our mindset is so important, and to believe that we can make a difference is so important. Otherwise, we're just going along and for what, you know, like it has to mean something more.
So at the moment there's a culture about talking about depression a lot more.
Yeah, there is. It's really good. It's really good. But I still think my old girlfriend didn't understand it. She'd had no history of it in her family, and you know, she. My name's Matt, and she used to call me Dramaticus. You know, it's that sort of thing where you're not really being dramatic. It's something in your head. It's basically like almost like a little voice saying, "You know, good, you're rubbish, you're going to fail. You know, this is terrible. The life you've got's terrible." You know, it's like that constantly, like this little mantra. You just got to get on with it. You just got to go, oh God, this, that, and again, you know, and just sort of bash through it. Work's good. Anything that's a distraction is really good, because you concentrate on that and it shuts it out for a bit. But it's not a real voice, by the way. It's just like a feeling. I'm not really bonkers. I'm a bit bonkers, but not that much.
Do you think there's something inherent in our society and the way we live that exacerbates the depression?
It's a really weird world we live in at the moment. I don't think it's good at all. I think you've got people like Trump and the far right are really, I don't know, it just seems like the rise of the stupid, you know, and it's a real, if you're not stupid, it's really scary.
What do you think about the state of the world's going and the direction everything's going? Are you kind of
the whole world?
optimistic?
Or just Soho? Am I optimistic about the world? No, I was optimistic 10, 15 years ago. I'm horrified now. It's awful.
If you could project, like, look at 10 years in the future, where would you like to see yourself?
I have no idea. I don't even know past this year, you know. I have no idea. Just see what happens, like. That's about it. Yeah.
Just go with it.
Go with it. See what happens, like. Something might happen that you don't know is going to happen, or you have no idea about yet. Like modelling, for example, like, I just fell into it. And it just happened, and it's still happening. So, but I kind of just go with whatever's going. Like, there's no point about being worried. Like, it doesn't help. So, just chill.
Well, I don't know very much about politicians, except nobody seems to care. They don't seem to care. Not very many of them about the planet. They're more worried about wars and oil and money, and that's what I think. We have to rise in power, and if we love ourselves and we believe that we can make a difference, I think we're so powerful. And if we all band together and we're one and we can rise up, then I believe we're so much more powerful than we're made to believe. You know, I think I don't understand why those people are in power or why, but you have to try and believe that everything's going to be okay, and, you know, get involved, do your bit, you know, rise up.
Their lives,
not yours.
Their bodies,
not yours.
Their suffering,
not yours.
Their skin,
not yours.
Their feathers,
not yours.
Their fur,
not yours.
Their enslavement,
not yours.
Their persecution,
not yours.
Their panic,
not yours.
Their terror,